The next is Jagdish Swaroop. Jagdish, बोलिए.
ओम नमो नारायणाय.
हाँ, बोलिए.
I think you are a charvak. Why you deny it?
I am not a Charvak, and I've made a video about why I don't call myself a Charvak. It is on my main channel. You can go watch it.
Charvaks are the people like they don't believe, they want to enjoy life. They don't
जगदीश
believe in
इस
it.
सवाल का जवाब मैंने एक पूरे वीडियो में दिया है. आई डोंट वांट टू रिपीट द एंटायर थिंग. इट्स ऑन माय मेन चैनल. यू कैन गो वॉच इट एंड यू कैन लीव अ कमेंट देयर इफ यू वांट.
Yes.
और कुछ था?
So you were asking that what is the belief? If you have to believe in the God, you have to be surrender to the God, and we have to believe the Vedas as a evidence. Because Vedas have been written by the God itself.
Who's saying this? You are saying this, or are you saying that I said
Yes,
it?
I'm. Yeah, you
You're saying
said that. Yes, what is the for evidence of God? Evidence of God, like we have to believe what is
How do you
written in the Vedas.
how do you know that the Vedas were written by God?
Because it is said by the lineage of the gurus, which we are
How do you know that
studying.
they see what came first, the Gurus or the Vedas?
Of course, the Vedas.
Right? Who wrote the Vedas then? Gods wrote it with their own hands?
No, it is like on the state of the mind, the Rishi and Munis have reached that
Right.
pinnacle, and they
Right. So
read
how do
whatever
you
comes
know
in the mind.
how do you know that what the rishis wrote came from the gods?
No, you have to believe that. Like if we
Why do I have to believe that?
so why have to we have to believe you are the son of your father? Do you ask for the
I have
certificate?
evidence of the fact that I am the son of my father.
So you don't go for the evidence. So father, you are
Yes,
my
I
father.
do.
Give me
Yes,
the
I
evidence.
do. Yes, I do. I do go by evidence of the fact that my father is my
But
father.
but we have to believe
My
the
father is real, by the
God.
way. I can examine my father. I can examine our DNA. I can examine other sources. A lot of independent sources can tell me that I am the son of my father. I'm saying when you have no evidence of God, how would you know that what the rishis have written came from God? Your answer can't be
But we
you
have to.
just have to believe it, because then some other religion will come and say, here is my holy book. It was written by God. Will you believe them?
No, when we do proofreading and cross checking by
Listen.
by
The argument that
yes.
Jagdish, the argument that you
Yes.
gave me, you said that the rishis wrote the Vedas according as the gods wanted, right? And when I said
Yes.
what is the evidence, you said you just have to believe it. I'm saying if someone else came from another religion and said this is my holy book, and you have to believe that God caused it to be written, will you believe them?
Of course not.
Why not? Why can't you just believe it? If you're asking me to just
Because
believe it, why
because
can't you just
because
believe
uh,
that?
because we are doing cross checking. That thing is been
So there is
implicated
evidence.
on the.
So you're saying I just don't have to believe it. There is cross checking. There is evidence.
No. We have to believe it first, and then we have to implicate that
So
text
ये तो
on
वो
our
दूसरा आदमी भी बोल सकता
day-to-day
है
life.
that other person who comes and says कि first you have to believe this, then you will find the evidence. Will you do it? Will you do so?
So we can debate to them also. If
So
if they
they don't want a debate,
yes.
right? They said just believe it and then you will find evidence. Will you do so?
Okay, we also be in their shoes. Okay, we believe in a fact, but it doesn't come into
Jagdish, the question,
the.
my question remains unanswered. If someone came and showed you a book from their religion and said this was written by God, you say what is the evidence? They say just believe it and then you will find evidence. Will you do so?
Of course,
You will believe it.
in that perspective, we yes for a second, not
इसमें पर्सपेक्टिव
definitely
आता ही नहीं है. इसमें पर्सपेक्टिव आता ही
for
नहीं है. They said just believe it. Will you do so?
we cannot believe that.
Then how can I believe what you are saying?
Please surrender to our text and have that feeling that they are
Yeah,
right or
so
not.
वो दूसरा आदमी भी तुमसे वही
Not
बोल रहा
blindly.
है. वो दूसरा आदमी भी तुमसे वही बोल रहा है, प्लीज सरेंडर टू माई टेक्स्ट एंड देन यू विल फाइंड बिलीफ. विल यू डू सो?
Yes, we can.
So you will do so.
Because
If a
that,
Muslim man, if a so okay,
yes, yes.
जगदीश स्वरूप के पास कोई मुसलमान आता है या कोई क्रिश्चियन आता है अपना बाइबल या कुरान लेके, बोलता है कि इसको भगवान ने लिखा है, तुम बस मान लो, तुम मान जाओगे?
But we have to cross check, no, Baba. We have to
तो
cross check.
क्रॉस चेक,
If that
तो
doesn't,
हाउ डू आई क्रॉस
that
चेक?
doesn't lead to the,
How do I cross check? You
this
did
will,
not say cross check. When you told me to accept the Vedas, you did not say cross check or evidence. You said you have to believe first. मैं कह रहा हूं कि
in Vedas,
जो चीज तुम मुझसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो, वही चीज कोई तुमसे एक्सपेक्ट करेगा तो तुम नहीं करोगे ना?
yes.
हाँ, तो क्यों? ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड किस लिए? अगर तुम चाहते
If
हो
that,
कि अगर तुम
if,
चाहते हो कि मैं
if
तुम्हारी
that,
बात मान लूं, तो तुम दूसरों की बात क्यों नहीं मानोगे?
if that text doesn't lead to God realization, we will not believe in that text. As simple as
No,
that.
no, no, no. Again, you
Our
did not
text,
say first test
our
and then
Vedas,
believe. You did not say first test and then believe. You said first believe. वो दूसरा आदमी भी तुमसे वही कह रहा है. First believe and then you will find evidence and
no,
all
no.
that.
So first you have to surrender yourself to the Vedas. Then
हाँ, तो
see the magic.
that other guy, he's also telling you the same thing. You have to first surrender to my holy book. Will you surrender?
Yes, I will surrender to them. But it will not
Okay. Okay.
lead me
So
to the God
okay. So
realization.
again, how do you know before you have surrendered? You have to surrender first, obviously. कोई आके
I will,
तुमको बोलता
I
है
will,
कोई आके तुमको बोलता है कि ये
I
मेरा
will.
होली बुक है, इसको सरेंडर कर ले, आँख बंद करके मान ले, फिर तुझे एविडेंस मिल जाएगा और तुम कर लोगे, है ना? यही कह रहे हो तुम?
But by dismissing everything, you cannot gain the benefit, Baba. You see, please
हाँ, तो
believe
मैं
the
तो वही
text,
बोल रहा हूँ
believe
कि
the
डिसमिस
Gita.
मत करो। मैं तो वही बोल रहा हूँ, डिसमिस मत करो। तुम बड़े ओपन माइंडेड हो। अगली बार कोई मुसलमान तुम्हारे पास कुरान लेके आएगा, तो तुम मान जाओगे उसकी बात, क्योंकि वो बोल रहा है कि बिलीव करने में मिल जाएगा, है ना?
Yes, Paramatma equals to Allah. Why not?
Jagdish,
God
I
is,
want this on
yes, yes.
record. I want this on record very clearly. If a Muslim man comes to you and shows you the Quran and says this is a book written by God, and you say where is the proof, and he said there is no proof, just believe it, you will accept it. That's what you're saying.
The text which Quran believes is equals to Vedas. That text we can believe.
How will you
They
make a
believe
determination?
they
How will you make a
they believe
determination? वो सब बाद में आता
they
है.
believe.
पहले तुमको बिलीव करना है. करोगे?
Yes, why not?
ओके, कूल. सो वी हैव इट ऑन रिकॉर्ड. जगदीश स्वरूप के पास आके कोई भी कुछ भी बोलेगा, वो मान लेगा.
Yes,
हो गया. थैंक यू जगदीश. थैंक
yes.
यू. बाय बाय. बाय.
Bye
वी
bye.
हैव टू मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट कॉलर. एक ही चीज को 5 बार बोल चुका हूं मैं. चलो बाय बाय. राइट, सो दैट वाज जगदीश. कितना लंबा गया है, बट इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल पॉइंट. इट्स अबाउट व्हेनेवर समवन आस्क्स यू टू बिलीव बिफोर एविडेंस, you can just ask them. If someone else came and asked you the same thing, will you believe it? Hardly anyone will say yes. This guy was not even saying yes. Later जब बहुत बुरी तरह से फंस गया, तो yes बोलने पे बाध्य होना पड़ा, और उसके बाद यही साबित हो गया कि the only thing that this makes possible is gullibility. So